Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome. Welcome to Who Can Relate. This is only like the second kind of episode of this that I've done, trying this out because my intent is to add value for people and be able to offer some solutions, maybe to some struggles or some problems that they're having with their digital content, their branding, their social media marketing, all of those things. So, one trend, I guess you could call it, or a very common issue and problem that I'm seeing a lot of people post about lately, besides the obvious one, which is people that have been at this for a while now and haven't made their first sale and they're feeling discouraged, they're feeling frustrated with it, and they're really just trying to figure out what they're doing wrong or what they're not doing right. And so when I see that, the first thing I do is kind of go to their page and see what have they posted recently? What does their content look like? And a lot of times, what I'm finding is a lot of it is too generic. Maybe they're just trying too hard. They're putting some random, what they feel is clever and attention grabbing, only it's having the opposite effect. It's not grabbing attention. And the reason is it's just not authentic, right? People can see the same thing on a million pages and they don't feel that it's authentic. So I do think that faceless marketing is working very, very well. And it does require you to be a little bit clever. And that's okay. You've got to be clever. I'm not saying not to be clever or creative, but it is a tricky balance sometimes to blend that authenticity piece in with your clever. So that would be my first hint. I find that I critique my own videos and reels and content very, very much, especially since I sell an awesome product teaching people how to become scroll stopping with their digital marketing and content and branding. So I do find that people definitely relate better, and I get a lot more reach and a lot more engagement from the reels that I post that really are just my life. And that's what I do mostly anyway. I'm not trying to, um, be fake by any means. I'm not valuing the creativity and trendiness more highly than the authenticity. So keep that in mind. Being your authentic self, showing you is very, very important. Now, you've got a product, you've got something that you want to market. And so that needs to be something that you genuinely love, enjoy, care about, believe in, right? That's kind of what the word passionate means. So if you're promoting products just for the sake of promoting them, you're probably not going to be very successful. If you're promoting products that you really believe in and that you really think add value and offer solutions, those are what you're going to have the most success with. So, for example, people's health. The number one thing that people, if you research this, and one of my courses actually shows you exactly where to go to see what the majority of the people in the world are currently looking for answers to. Okay. And health, of course, is always going to be the number one on anybody's list. This is not just because of a pandemic, this is in general. People want to be healthier. They want to live longer. They want to have a great quality of life. They don't want to be at risk of illnesses. And they want to live the lifestyle that helps them stay that way. So, recently I launched a super affordable, this is just a side note, this is not me pitching. I launched a super affordable keto guide because I personally do keto and I find it to be extremely effective. I find it to be very easy because it is real actual food that you buy from a grocery store. And once you get started doing it and using a meal plan, it's very, very easy to create your own recipes and make this an actual ongoing lifestyle and not some temporary fix or temporary solution. One of the things I know from personal experience as well as from others is Everybody's tried a lot of fad diets. Everybody's tried the prepackaged food deliveries, and they get bored with the selections, right? I know I did the Factor delivery system for a while. I've tried many of them, and you get bored with it, right? Because you only have so many choices. So that's one thing that I love about keto is it doesn't involve prepackaged foods, and the grocery list is very, very broad of what you can incorporate and be doing this correctly. And there is science backing it. Okay. So I know that people don't want to have to buy a bunch of prepackaged food. They also don't want to have to use pills or artificial means to get healthy. And they're tired of adding just another paid subscription to their life. And if you go online, any keto system that you find, they're going to want you to pay about $30 a month, 25, 30, $40 a month to for them to design all this for you and for you to do this program. So instead, I created a very easy but yet complete and concise guide to keto. It explains the science. It tells you how to figure out your calorie bank and your meal plans and how many and all of that kind of stuff. It includes the full food list. It includes ready-made meal plans and how to easily adapt those and create your own recipes. It has recipes. It has intermittent fasting. It has everything that you could want. And I sell it for $24.97. Okay. A lot of people would pay $25 one time to have something very accurate and concise that can help them live a healthy lifestyle. So that's just an example of a real life problem that people want a solution to. The second big one is what? Money, right? Everybody is always wanting to learn, how can I earn more money? How can I earn passive income? How can I get paid to just do what I do on a daily basis? So I am very passionate about that because I'm a former educator, 17 years. And before that, I was in hospitality industry management. So I walked away from those jobs and took a leap of faith a few years ago to become an entrepreneur. I wanted control of not only my money, but my freedom. I didn't want people to be able to tell me if I could or couldn't take time off to spend with family members and friends and people that I wanted to be with. I was tired of missing out on milestone events in my family's life. I wanted the freedom to be able to pack a bag and just go whenever I needed to and whenever I wanted to. And 2 years ago, I lost my mom. And during the year before I lost her, I was in a position, she lived 200 miles away, and I had to definitely be present a lot. So I was able to just pack a bag, and every 3 to 4 weeks, I would just head down there. I would send my dogs to be boarded, and I would just head down and take my turn spending a week taking her to her appointments, taking her to get her nails done, just spending some really, really amazing time with her. And I felt very, very blessed and very fortunate that I was able to do that. It's something I can never replace in a million years. And it meant more to me than anything else. And it was literally only the first year that I had stepped into entrepreneurship and walked away from a regular, 9 to 5, 7:30 to 5 job. And I was so grateful that while I was down there with her, money was still flowing into my bank account. I was still earning money, not a little bit of money either. And I was able to work from anywhere. Besides digital marketing, I also do real estate. And so those two avenues have just produced an unfathomable lifestyle for me that I never imagined before. But you have to believe in yourself, and you have to take that step and that leap, and you have to be very authentic, and you have to want it. And of course, you are going to have to organize yourself. You're not going to have somebody giving you a schedule. So health, money, time. Oh my gosh, there's not enough hours in the day. There's not enough time. I don't know how many moms cry out about how they have to miss school plays, award ceremonies, um, all kinds of different things of their children's because they have to be at work during the day, right? Or the little bit of time they get to squeeze out with their kids is only on the weekends. You have to realize the first 18 years of your children's life, that is the most time you are ever going to get with them. So if you're only spending after work in the evening, getting them into the bathtub, getting them fed, getting their homework done, getting them into bed, and then you're just kind of eking out of what, 20 hours on the weekend with them, that they're awake and interacting, and that, it isn't chores and house cleaning and shopping, you're going to blink your eyes and you're going to miss so much. And I know this because I had that kind of job when my kids were younger, and I missed holidays and I missed so much that I can never get back. And so that is really the most valuable thing that you can give yourself by taking the leap of faith. But going back to what is going to make you a scroll stopper is finding that balance between authenticity and cleverness. And don't get too hung up on just being trendy, but find a way to blend some of that trendy into your real self, and make sure that the content you're putting out there is part of who you are, part of things that you believe in. The messages in your posts should show a commonality. They should all kind of tie back to who you are. So I hope this gives you a little bit of who I am. And I so appreciate you taking time to tune in today and listen to me ramble for a little bit. And I really, really hope that this added value for you. And I hope that it really makes you more successful in everything that you're trying to do. If I can help you, if you'd like to take a look at some of my products that are making me very successful, just send a message. I would love for you to comment on here. If there are other topics you'd like me to get on and talk about on Who Can Relate, please tell me. Let's talk about them. And if I'm not the person or the expert on it, I'll try to get somebody who is, and maybe we can interview them. And let's get through this thing we call life successfully together. Let's lift each other up. Let's help each other out. And let's add, excuse me, add some value to each other's life and each other's work. Have an amazing week, everybody.